In this video, we will see the solution to the practice exercise Create Areas. This exercise asks us to create an area scheme and then create area plans for that scheme. We will add additional area boundaries into the plans and then create areas for all three levels of an existing building. We'll then assign a colour scheme to each area plan. And finally, we'll create an area schedule showing the total area of the building. Let's start by opening the file Create Areas. And here we can see the building that we need to create the areas for. To create the area scheme first, from the Architecture ribbon tab, we'll choose the Room and Area drop-down and then choose Area and Volume Computations. Now from the Area Schemes tab, we'll choose to add a new area scheme, and we'll call this Usable Area. We'll choose OK to create the scheme. And now to create the area plans, from the Room and Area panel, we'll choose Area and then Area Plan. We'll select the Usable Area scheme from the Type drop-down, and then we'll select levels 1, 2 and 3 and choose OK. And now as the plans are created, we'll choose Yes to associate the boundaries to the external walls. Now looking at the project browser, we can see we have a section for area plans, and if we expand this out, we can see we have levels 1, 2 and 3 for our usable area plans, and we're currently looking at level 3 plan. We can see the purple area boundaries that have been associated with the external walls. We need to come and add some more area boundaries in to divide off the stairs and create separate areas for our circulation. So to do this, from the Room and Area panel, we'll choose to create area boundaries. We have the pick lines selected and it's checked to apply the area rules. So we can just select the wall here and then also the wall along the back of the stairs to create boundaries for those two walls. For around the stairs here, as we don't have any walls to pick, we'll come and choose this line tool from the draw tools. And we'll draw out by 20 feet. And then we can come across and line up with the other end and then create an enclosed space. We'll choose Modify to finish creating those boundaries. And now whilst we're in this view, we'll come and place the areas that are required. So from the Room and Area panel, we'll choose the Area tool under Area here. And then we can place in the first area, the second, and then the final third area over here. We'll choose Modify to finish placing areas. And we'll rename these according to the plans in the instructions. I'll select the area itself, and from the properties, I'll change its name to Office. Now I'll select this area, and we'll change its name to Circulation. And then I'll select this final area at this level, and this name is also going to be Circulation, so we can just choose from the drop-down list and match it to the existing circulation name. So now I'll go back to level 2. And now we need to create area boundaries to enclose the lobby as well as the back stairs here. So once again from the Architecture ribbon tab, under the Room and Area panel, we'll choose the Area Boundary tool. And we'll choose the walls to create the area boundaries along. With this area boundary, it's expanding across the entire wall here, which is enclosing these two offices. So we'll use Trim Extend to Corner so that it just encloses the lobby as we would need it to do. Once again, now we have the area boundaries, we'll go back to the Architecture tab and we'll choose to place the areas. And we'll place these in the 3 locations once more. We'll choose Modify to finish placing. And I'll select these 2 areas at the same time. And now we can just choose the circulation name from the drop-down list. And we'll select this one and choose the office name from the drop-down list. Finally, we'll go back to level 1. And once again, we need to create some area boundaries. So from the Architecture tab on the Room and Area panel, we'll choose Area Boundary again. We have the Pick Lines tool selected, so we'll choose the 3 walls. And also the one for the back stairs. And once again, we'll use Trim Extend to Corner to create the boundary that we're looking for. Now we have that created, we'll go back to the Architecture tab and we'll place in the areas as required. And now we have those, we'll come and rename those to suit as well. So now we have all the areas created, along with the associated area boundaries. We'll apply the colour scheme as required. So to do this, we'll go to the Annotate Ribbon tab. And from the Colour Fill panel, we'll choose the Colour Fill legend. And we'll come and place this down to the right hand side of the building. The space type is our area's usable area. And then the colour scheme is Schema 1. So we'll choose OK. And this applies a colour scheme according to the area type. So we'll select the legend. And then we'll choose Edit Scheme from the Modify Ribbon tab. We'll change the colour from area type to name. And choose OK to create new colours. And then we'll change the title to area type. And then finally we'll change the colour of the circulation name to be a light grey colour. We'll choose OK to assign this onto the view. And now we can come back to our level 2 and assign the same colour fill legend. We'll place the legend down next to the building. And again it's going to be Schema 1 for our area, usable area space type. And as we've already created the colours and set the parameters, it just gets applied to this view. So then we'll repeat this for level 3. And once again, place the colour fill legend in. We'll say OK to keep the same parameters, and we'll get the same colour schemes applied to all 3 views. So finally we need to create our area schedule. So from the View ribbon tab, under the Create panel, under Schedules, we'll choose Schedules and Quantities. Under the list of categories, we can come and find the Usable Area scheme, and choose OK. From the available fields, we'll first choose to include the level, followed by the name, and followed by the area. Next we'll come to the sorting and grouping, and we'll choose to sort by the name, and then by the level. And we'll include a footer underneath the name, and we'll also check to include a grand total. And then from the Formatting tab, we'll choose the area field, and we'll come and set this to calculate a total. We'll choose OK, and now we can see that our schedule has been created. Let's zoom in so that we can review the data easier. And we can now see that we have the circulation of around 5,383 square feet, 16,585 square feet of office space, and a grand total of 21,968 square feet.